Hey guys, I'm Isabel Freiberger and I am NYC Salsa Social Dancer of the Month. So I grew up in North Carolina and I went to school at Duke University, and I grew up playing sports, but I kind of always loved salsa music. I don't even remember the first time I heard it, but it was always something I was interested in learning more about, but none of my friends at the time wanted anything to do with that. So when I started college, the first friend that I met, literally our first conversation was about wanting to learn how to dance salsa. So we found all the clubs, we found everything, and we just started going out dancing every single night. And we actually auditioned for the school team and did not make it.
Oh, okay.
And then we found the community, like not in the university, but in the town. We found all of the places to go dancing and the teachers and instructors, and then we just... Almost immediately, I probably spent about 6 months social dancing on, I'm gonna say on one, but I don't think it was even on one. It was on whatever. And then when I do remember the moment I first saw a couple dancing on two. I didn't know what it was at the time, but I was like, I want that.
Okay.
Because you could tell it was different.
Yes.
And so I went up to that person and I was like, hey, what is this that you're doing? And then they introduced me to some local instructors. That is a really good question. I think as artists and as dancers, we all probably struggle with insecurity, no matter how much we try and hide it. But I try and get my confidence from the work that I put in before getting on stage. I am a creature of habit. I like to rehearse, and be super prepared. And I like to train and take classes so that the more prepared I am for stage, the more comfortable I will feel up there. And then it sounds silly and vain, but honestly, if I feel good in my hair, makeup, and costume, it's like a shield.
Okay.
So I know I look good, I feel prepared, and then I feel confident with either my teammates or my dance partner or the work that I've done, and that helps me feel better. Ooh, spinning. Keep practicing and get help. Spinning is one of those things that it's so pivotal to what we do as dancers, but it's so unnatural. Like, you can't just be like, ooh, see where your body takes you. No, you have to learn the techniques. You have to learn the alignment for your particular body that's going to help you stay balanced and centered. And then you just have to practice the hell out of it. Like, repeat. You have to build the strength in your feet and your ankles. You have to find the correct core engagement, and depending on the types of spins that you're doing, it's going to be probably a slightly different technique. So learn as much as possible, and then practice as much as possible. It's not a quick fix.
Yes.
It takes time.
Would you say consistency is the key?
Hell yes.
Cool.
In everything, really.
Very
But
true.
definitely in spins. You may not like this answer, but first, why do you want to be an instructor? How long have you been dancing? How long have you been training? How many classes do you take? Really break down what it is that is inspiring you to become an instructor, and is it to become famous or to make a lot of money? You may want to reconsider that because that ain't the way to do it. But if you've taken all the steps, you've been training for years, you're ready, you are prepared, just do it. Put yourself out there. Really make sure that you have something valuable and wonderful to offer to your students. Know the type of teacher that you want to become. What's the most important thing for you to share with your students? Do you like to teach shines? Do you like to teach partner work? Do you like technique? Do you like spins? I mean, really break down what it is that you like to teach, and come from a place of, again, the more prepared you are, the more confident you're going to be in what you're offering, and practice. Again, teaching is not something that you're born knowing how to do, and just because you're a good dancer doesn't mean you're a good teacher. You have to learn and study teaching as well. So that's one of the reasons why I still love taking classes, other than the fact that I think I like taking classes more than performing and doing anything.
Yes.
But I don't just take classes to learn movements, I take classes to study instructors. I really like to kind of explore different teaching styles and all that kind of stuff. So I would say take more classes and take the class with that in mind. What do you like that this teacher does? What do you not like that this teacher does? And then from there you'll kind of create your own teaching style, and if you have more knowledge in terms of what's bringing you to that space of being an instructor, then you'll feel more confident in your class.
Yes. So would you say that you should know yourself as a dancer completely before going forward to instruct?
Yeah, I mean, I think that we never truly know ourselves as a dancer completely, because it's like being a human. You are constantly learning yourself, but the more you know and the more self-aware that you are, you need to know your strengths and your weaknesses. You need to know what you're studied in and what you have to offer, for sure. And don't be afraid to be honest about what you're lacking in, because none of us know everything. And so if a student asks us a question, you don't know the answer, don't make something up.
Absolutely.
Be honest and be like, hey, actually, I know someone that you can go to get that answered. But while we're here, we can work on the stuff that I can help you with. So obviously, the more that you know about dance and about your own dancing, the better instructor you're going to be. And to me, the more honest and authentic that you are, the better. I think that's impossible, personally. I think that dance is such a reflection of life and of who we are as humans. I think that you can't hide anything in your dancing. I think that dance is performative, and you can be who you want to be while you're dancing, but also you can't hide from yourself. And so, as much as I want to say that I can keep things separately, I know that I can't do that. I can in a way that I'm going to show up to work and do my job the best that I possibly can, no matter what's happening in my life, because one, dance helps me get through the most difficult times that I've ever been through in my life, but also don't hide from yourself, don't hide from your struggles, don't hide from your personal life, because that's going to show through in your dancing no matter what. I can say that last year was a really tough year for me, and I know that it showed in my dancing, and that's okay. That's part of what's beautiful, because dance is a reflection of life and of humanity, and no one wants to sit down and watch a robot on stage, personally.
Very true.
I don't think that's maybe, I don't know, some techies maybe really like that.
Yeah.
But that's not what you go to see a dance performance for, right? You go to see a dance performance to tap into something real, to emotion, and to the reality of life. And so I think that obviously on one level, in terms of showing up and doing the work, you don't want to let your personal life get in the way of that. But on the other hand, it's impossible to separate the two, because dance is so personal. And that's part of why so many people connect to it and love it so much. Okay, those are two separate questions for me. For me, in terms of events, I actually really like the small local events. I feel like I make a bigger impact in those events, and I get to know my students a little bit more intimately, the community a little bit more intimately. For me personally, I'm not sure if maybe this is the introvert in me, but I'm not, very few times has there been an event where I'm like, oh my God, I've got to go to that event. I'm always super grateful to be at all of the events that want to hire me, because I'm like, hey,
yes.
I'm getting to do what I love.
Yes.
But there isn't really one event that I'm dying to go to. I'm grateful for all of them. But in terms of place, I want to go to Cuba.
Oh, okay.
God, I have got to go to Cuba.
I feel your pain on that one.
Oh God, I just want to be there for a month and just train my ass off.
Yes.
Yeah. That was me last weekend. Number one, we sort of touched on this before, but you're human. So congratulations on being human and messing up, because that's beautiful.
Yes.
And it's part of life, and you're actually probably going to learn a lot more from that mess up than you would have learned from a perfectly successful performance. So get your butt back in the studio, rehearse what you messed up, and know that it's going to happen again, because we're human.
Yes.
And again, nobody wants to see a robot on stage. But don't be too hard on yourself, because we all mess up. I would say be honest with yourself. Did you mess up because you weren't prepared? Did you mess up because you weren't feeling well? Did you mess up just because shit happens sometimes? Like the other day, my hand got caught in my partner's costume. That has never happened ever.
Yes.
When something like that happens, I'm just like, boop, on to the next one, because I couldn't have predicted that. I think that we handled it well in the situation. It sucks that it messed up the performance for half a second, but I think that you just need to be really honest with yourself and critical in a way that's going to help you improve, rather in a way that's going to make you feel like crap. Because when we feel like crap and when we feel frustrated and we put ourselves down, it really doesn't accomplish anything. What will accomplish something is being, true about why you messed up. If you didn't prepare well enough, then you can be a little tough on yourself, but get in the studio. The answer for me is always back in the studio.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
And then get back up there, get back on the stage, because I'm assuming if you're performing, it's because you love it and you have goals, and you can't be scared of the stage. Like, for example, if my partner and I are working on a new acrobatic movement and we mess up, it can be really scary to do it again, but you've got to do it again right away to get the fear out. Okay. I mean, the fear's never out, but to confront it right away, so it doesn't kind of settle and sink in there and be like, oh my God, the last time I did this, I really messed up. You want to just get back out there, keep dancing, keep moving your body, and keep showing yourself that you are capable and that you've worked for this, and that you're earning it every single time. But yes. You don't deserve it. You earn it.
Yes.
Every step of the way. Even once you've made it, you still don't deserve it. You've got to keep earning it every step of the way. So be super critical with yourself in terms of that, in terms of were you ready?
Yes.
Or was it just an accident? Right? Because accidents happen, and we have to be kind of okay with that.
Yes.
It's life.
True. I love that. Earn it. I love that.
Yeah. Earn it. You never stop earning it. I think that in Salsa we have this kind of expectation that we can kind of get there quickly and easily. I think easy is the wrong word, but we're used to quick results, mm-hmm. and we've got to get that out of our heads, because you've got to keep working for it all the time. You never get there.
Yes.
You never get there, right?
Yep.
Ooh, Broadway.
Yes.
I don't know. Anything and everything. This year has been like a crazy upside down and back up again and upside down and all over the place for my career and my personal life, and it's been the most amazing, magical, stressful, crazy, unexpected ride I've ever had in my life, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I am learning that I really like acting. I might want to try singing. I don't know. That sounds terrifying. I mean, salsa will always be there. That's my one true love.
Yes.
But I'm exploring new things, and I'm pushing myself in a way that I didn't even know that I could push myself, and it's been really magical and empowering and scary. And
yes.
So I don't know. Kind of doing the same thing, but maybe doing totally different things as well.
Yes.
But still dancing for sure.
Definitely,
Creating
definitely. Thank you, Isabel, for your time. I truly appreciate it.
My pleasure.